It is a pleasure. Or not. Let's do this. Oh yeah, I did some. I was bored. I was bored. Hey look, it's a queue. I love my queue. Oh god. Oh god. How bad will the queue be when the expansion is out and I'm still trapped in the previous expansion? Oh boy. Oh boy. Yo, that's not good. That's not good. You say hi in game? Ew! I don't want to talk to plebs. Do your thing. I don't know if we, you can now do travel between the servers, right? Right. So, yeah. Do your thing. I am on a server nobody else is on. I'm on Phoenix. Nobody else is on Phoenix. I don't even I think it just shows like the thing is back in the day, like there wasn't really a reason not to, like, you know. So we're not doing a lot of healing right now. Yeah, I am on EU. I never, like, I know that Mixer had like a Mixer guild, but again, I had nothing really to do with that. Like, weirdly enough, I mostly play Final Fantasy XIV nowadays for the story. So, and yes, I have the weird ASEAN, not ASEAN set. You know, a little bit edgy. So, just a thing. When I came back, and I realized that I have leveled the Sage, holy shit. I think the Sage is like just overwhelming. You know? Like, the Sage is literally just like, okay, so you want to play a healer, huh? How about you are playing a healer which is completely overwhelming in comparison and needs quite a bit of planning and preparations when you are playing the healer. And I'm like, yo, sign me up, bro. But I came back. I literally came back, and I still had to finish 2 levels. And it was just this. What am I? Okay, this is my heal. What is this? Oh, this gives a shield. Okay. Wait, I also did damage for healing. I have this. What am I doing here? Oh yeah. The MP management, the shielding. Like, here's the thing. The reason why I choose this Sage, it's pretty simple. My main character, well, I started in World of Warcraft with a hunter, but my main character, starting with Wrath of the Lich King, was a disciplined priest. A disciplined priest. And that's what the Sage is. A little bit of damage, a little bit of healing, lots of shields, and lots of preemptive, basically, reaction. And I love that. I love that so much in comparison to all the other standard healers who are just like, oh, you got hurt, let me heal you up. Whee! I found that boring as hell. So I love the Disney Priest, did do all the raiding with it, and yeah. So when I saw the Sage, I was like, yeah. Oh yeah. Daddy is back. So here we are. That's a reason for it. I love that idea. Like to do, like of course that means you have to know the encounter, you have to know what is happening, right, on when to use which ability, and when to put down the shields. That's a very important thing to do. But yeah, not gonna lie. I might be switched to the Painter when the expansion is out. Completely forgot their name. Do not like be like, it's not the Painter Mole. Yeah, it's the artist class who is running around with a big paintbrush and doing all the painting. Like, look, looks fantastic. Love that one. I might actually switch to that when it comes out. The Picto. Yes, the Picto. Oh, I have played DPS. This is my first healer I'm playing right now. Before that, Black Mage. Then Mecha. Like all of Shadowbringers, I was a Mechanist. Like, here's my, where's my, wait, where's my gun? Oh, there's my gun. Why is my gun green? Weird. I don't know why my gun is green only. Whatever. But yeah, Mecha was my main in Shadowbringers. Oh, that was... Oh, yeah, right. I played... Yeah, sorry. I played Astro in Heavensward. I played a bit of Samurai and Stormblood, and yeah. I stopped playing Astro because Astro got changed so much into a direction I didn't like, and I stopped playing that. I still... Keep in mind, this is my second account. It's kind of funny. Yeah, there's the Astrologian. Oh no, I played Astro up to Stormblood. I played Samurai and Astro in Stormblood. And then for Shadowbringers I switched to Mechanist because of the mag. I wanted that. And in Heavensward I did play Black Mage. Or well, probably. Yeah, this is my second account. Keep that in mind. Yeah, it's getting changed again. They really don't know what they want to do with the Astro. They really don't know what they want to do with the freaking Astro. They just don't know. They can't make up their mind. It's horrible. I think on my first account, I have those up to 70. And most of those here. Like, I have all the standard classes on 70 on my first account. And if you're like, wait, why do we have a second account? What? So for everyone who watches this the first time, I have worked on Final Fantasy XIV. I was in a consultant position for Stormblood, and especially endgame and balancing team. I was basically in on that. And I made the stupid decision to basically, when I did that, Square Enix was like, hey, should we create a new account for you, right, for all the testing phase, or should we just take your existing account? And me, young Mo, being an idiot, goes like, yeah, let's do that. Let's just take my account, right? Worst decision ever, because the moment I left Square, they were like, yeah, okay, so we closed down your account, right? Because you're not working here anymore. And you're not working for the project. You don't need the admin rights on your account. And you have like a lot of like things you are not supposed to have on your account. So we cannot just give that back to you and you can go back to the normal server, because that would be pretty bad. I'm like, okay, cool. So you wanna remove all of that? No. What? No. Just make a new account, man. This account is gone. I was furious, which was also the reason why I never played when Stormblood came out, and so many things. It took them 3 years or so to finally apparently unlock the account and remove all the things I was not supposed to have. But then I already had this account running, and I never did go back to the main account. Dumb young mole made that decision. So, with that said, let's go. Enough talk. Oh. Oh my. Yeah, my equipment is mostly ass. Selena, do we have some time to talk? Oh god, it's about daddy issues, isn't it? I would like to gather everyone in Dawn's Respite and together assess the situation in which we find ourselves. Uh-huh. But why do I do the talking? Let us take stock of the facts, shall we? The crisis at hand began with the sudden appearance of the Omnius Tower in a multitude of locations throughout the world. We have since learned that said structures were brought into being by an organization known as the Telophoroi. Oh, this is a recap of, hey, do you remember the patches you played 2.5 years ago? Let me give you a recap. The Telophoroi stated purpose is to create the final days of eons past, an apocalyptic event that would result in the destruction of all we would hold dear. Already have these towers of theirs been the cause of untold suffering. Countless innocents kidnapped and imprisoned, their faith perverted for primal summonings. And unless we find a way to deal with the corruptive aura surrounding the spires, we can't even get close enough to rescue anyone. Those shielded with the blessing of light seem able to resist being tempered, at least. Well, glad that we have so many of those. But after what happened to Arenvald and Fordola, we need to be very, very careful about how we proceed. Yeah, I remember that. Yet, while these threats close to home are of paramount concern, we mustn't lose sight of the situation in Garlemald. As you know, the Telophoroi are under the leadership of Fandaniel and one other delightful fellow, Xenos ye Galvis. Galvinus? I think it was right, the first one. The Crown Prince and our dear friend. Hey, first of all, he's my dear friend. No, actually, he thinks I'm his dear friend and he is just a psycho. To date, he has reclaimed his old body, murdered Emperor Valrys, Varus, sorry. I don't know why I saw an L there. And plunged Garlemald into an even deeper pit of chaos. The capital has probably seen the worst of it. Please, Oriange, please don't say anything. I don't want to read your shit. I'm really bad at that. That ye old English is not my level of expertise, because English is not my first language, so please don't do that to me. Please, I beg of you. For a good while there, it saw the bloodiest fighting in the War of Succession, but that has since changed, and in troubling ways. Oh god, he's saying something. No! During our reconnaissance, the air was not once rent by the barking of cannons or the cries of the discord. It was an eerie fog of silence which did blanket the ruined city. The inhabitants appeared to have been tempered, and with nary a word spoke, they did labor to transform the palace into a soaring edifice born of nightmares. If they were indeed made thralls, it seems safe to assume that these events, too, were orchestrated by the Telophoroi. An army of primals is awful enough, but in light of recent developments, I fear it is only the prelude to an even greater catastrophe. Catastrophe? See what you did there. We need to devise a means to counter this threat, and quickly before our allies are overwhelmed. Catboy? We will find a way in Sharlayan, I'm sure of it. Master Fortunault comments regarding the final days were curious to say the least. The forum knows more than it is letting on. Oh yeah, they got rejected. Sorry to interrupt. Hey Tataru. I've missed my little potato. We have just received word from Mistress Kryl. She says that arrangements for your visits have been finalized. Also, wow, where is that loud music is coming from? You are to head to Limsa Luminsa and board the next ship bound for Sharlayan. Oh, we are going home. Yeah, I will turn down the music after this. And on arrival, present ourselves as associates of the students of Baldessian. Come to assist with the Order's restoration. That's some trickery. The arrangements might be settled. But what of your thoughts? They must race at the prospect of returning home after so long. I'm eager to see it, of course. Of course, we should set off at once. Ah, he wants to see Mommy again. Our Mommy boy. Then I accompany you to the docks. You need at least one person there to wave and cry and wish you a safe journey. The music is great. Very upbeat. I've missed this. It's great to be back. It's kind of weird. I sometimes just need those breaks in Final Fantasy. Let me see if I can. Hit? Hit? Chat hit? Limsa Luminsa. The next shuttle, Limsa. There we go. You're just a tanky main. Hey! It's okay. I always blame the tanks when a raid is failing. I should have just used the teleporter, right? Ah, whatever. I'm looking forward to the graphics update. I know it's not too much. I mean, there's a limit on what they can do. But I take it. I mean, it's still an engine built on DirectX 9. Do I just... Ah. Hey, girl. Everyone's here, which is good because I've already paid for your passage. And the fee is non-refundable. The ship for Shalien should be pulling into port soon, so please follow me and have all your luggage close at hand. Oh, it's a busy day, huh?
They've almost finished loading our cargo.
Voice acting.
Depart right on schedule.
I love voice acting. Actually, a click. There's always...
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
I have missed her voice. Can I just say that?
It's funny.
Not you. Not yours. No, Daddy. Daddy Thancred is okay.
Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one.
I remember that. I was on that ship in 1.0. And it ran at 5
now,
FPS.
Years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
Or was it 10 FPS? It was horrible. Like, keep in mind, I had like a top-of-the-line PC back in the day. It was like the best you could basically get for money. And the game was like, yeah, here's 10 FPS. Hope you enjoy it. Have a good one. It's like, what?
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's whims are brought into sharp relief.
What he says.
Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louis Soir of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
Ooh, the banter.
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
God, those poses, man. I totally forgot the weird
Will
shoes.
this be your first visit to Shalien, Sir Estinian?
Oh.
Sir Estinian?
Oh, what was that look?
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
I saw the scene again, which I cannot get enough of. It's the scene of Estinian mixing up Alizé with Alphino. And every content creator I have seen with that scene, their reaction was all just, oh no, he's dead. He's dead. This is how Estinian dies. After all those years fighting dragons, it is this moment where he will finally get murdered. It's such a great scene.
I merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
Oh god, Alphino. Can you stop your crush, please? Man. Like, he has such a crush on Estinian. It is obscene.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company,
Oh my.
or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alphino.
You've made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
By the way, if you didn't know, Alphino is also in Hades too. It took me a while, but after like 2 or 3 times hearing his voice, I was like, oh no, he's a god now. He's a god now. He is Apollo in Hades too. And it's you hear the voice and the manner the dude is speaking, and you go like, wait, I have heard this slightly arrogant tone somewhere. Where was it? It's been a while. Where was it? Oh no. Oh no.
Better.
Better. Aww. Why so sad, little
Are you
potato?
all right, Tataru? You seem positively distraught.
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland.
Oh, and she cannot come with us.
It's just... we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hellbent on destroying the world.
What's new?
And, once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
I should really take off my mask. Yeah. Let me do that after the cutscene. That we can actually see like my face shifting and all that. I should not promise that. I should not promise that.
I'll hold you to that.
Oh, please don't. It worked so well in other expansions.
Ah, good. You're still here.
Hey, Boulder!
Hori! Kultine! What brings you all this way?
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower.
Aww.
Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey, and promise that they'll look after things here until you return.
That is some nice armor he is now wearing. He definitely upgraded that.
We will too, of course. Aye. We, your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn, will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
Aye, that would do, right?
We're set to sail! All aboard for Charlian!
It's time.
Oh boy.
Then we must delay no longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
I mean, we have smartphones, so, you know.
Have a safe journey, and please, please, be careful.
I'm still waiting for the moment till Tataru is turning around and goes like, "It is I, an Astian. I have used you all." By the way, as per usual, no spoilers, no hints, no nothing, no foreshadowing.
And so you venture forth unto the unknown.
Damn it!
A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux.
What if she is
uncertain
Emmet?
times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice. That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end.
Wow. That's a quote to mention right now.
Treasure every moment, every step of your descent.
Oh my. Under the sea, under the sea.
In the depths where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
Oh, the map. Where are we going? Oh, we are stopping in the middle of the sea. Oh boy. That's never a good sign. Oh no.
Here. Feel.
I'm feeling goosebumps.
Think.
Not on Tuesdays.
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser. Though we're hardly alone in that.
Aww.
Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt.
The twins can sleep, man. There's the one thing they can.
Called out to you, you say? I've heard nothing myself.
There's also a
In any
cutscene I
case,
cannot stop.
I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Charlian should be coming into view at any moment.
Yeah, I will remove the mask. Just a second. I like the mask, edgy hoodie. God, this has so 1.0 vibes. When you were beginning in Limsa Luminsa. Who are you? Mommy?
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad.
Crystal Mommy?
Hear. Feel.
Oh boy.
Think. And
Whoa.
thus do we meet face to face at last.
It is!
My
Crystal
wire
Mommy!
of light, guided by the crystal.
Well, you are looking less crystal-y. I can trust your words no longer.
You have visited the first.
Yes!
You have every right to say that.
Yeah! Like... Yeah!
You have gained an understanding of what I truly am. What Eidolon has always been. A primal.
I remember that truth bomb. Uh-huh.
Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world. And
Oh,
I
look
was
at her
brought
mask.
forward to bind him.
Look at her mask. That's a mask from the kid in Heaven's Wall. I was looking for the expansion name.
Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield.
Oh! Okay, so she cannot summon us to the crystal anymore, but you still have the power to just manifest yourself?
Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid. Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms. Monumental. Which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it.
Again, what's new?
When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Okay, that's ominous.
Cast your peepers to the fore, folks. Sharlayan's just over yonder.
Thanks for the interruption.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land. We shall meet again, and soon.
I should have probably asked why now. Like, I mean, that she has to come in person. That's not a good sign.
Oh, what a fine morning. Oh, still a bit stiff though.
That's what he said.
And a good morning to you too. Taken a look at the island already?
Then let's go. Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
So, who made coffee? Tea? Breakfast? Anyone?
Ah, the sleepers have arisen. There she is. Good old Sharlayan.
Oh, I see it.
Looks more impressive in the cinematic trailer.
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes. But we'll manage on our own. If we must.
Aww.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you?
Aww.
Indeed. 'Tis as Sir Estinian saith. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side. I prithee.
The music in the background, even though it's faint.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Sharlayan proper. There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
Yeah, wait for them to not give out that knowledge anymore and be like, knowledge? In front of my Sharlayan? No way. Yeah, I can boost the music a little bit. There we go. Nice. Tutorial completed.
Sharlayan, the solitary island nation of the northern seas.
Okay, that Emmet
Where
is
under the
actually the
watchful gaze of
curate.
Thariak,
Okay,
patron
after
deity of
this.
scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands.
Oh yeah, that one.
How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Ala Megan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
Wait, it's already night? But we just arrived at morning. Time zones, man.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next then? Entry applications?
Sounds about right.
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
I mean, with that mask,
Hasn't
who knows?
Sharlayan all but severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Sharlayan only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders, especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge. If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May.
I mean, Estinian, I think you could be very interesting for their knowledge collection. Let's be honest here. I mean, you have a few titles under your belt and a few accomplishments, which knowledge seekers would probably love to get their hands on. So, don't.
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed.
Also, the music.
The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Sharlayan's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions.
Right.
Kral has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian, and our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration.
Right. Because they got nuked from the map in Realm Reborn. So much
it might expedite our
devastation.
progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
Of course. The immigration officers were this way, as I recall. Shall we?
Still pretty. I'm curious to see how it looks when the graphics update is out.
Greetings. We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
No.
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
Oh.
I am. Grahat here of the Students of Baldessian at your service. I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Uh-oh. Potato is
Very
sus.
good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today.
Oh. Okay, maybe not.
And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Some of them. Like, most of them, actually.
Ishtola rule.
Nifty. That's how you write books.
See how it glows. That list is etherically linked with a citizen registry kept in the main repository.
Cool. We still in.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home.
Nice. This should be
Now,
interesting.
Who do we have here?
Oh boy.
Alphino Leveilleur.
And Alize Leveilleur.
Oh boy. This should be interesting.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that, the streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny.
Oh.
And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
Wow. Wait. But where? How? Wait, this is news to me. I can't remember him mentioning that when he came visiting. What?
We shall keep that in mind.
Damn. Throwing them out on the streets.
These last two are not Sharlayan natives, but you will find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
Yeah. Don't look at my mask too much.
Name and occupation?
You know, Sith Lord in another life, I guess, with the looks of this, and also Edgelord on Facebook sometimes. Does that count? Oh, name, sorry. Undead Assassin XXX 69420. Yeah. Champion of Eorzea. World's tiniest subtitles. I can make them a little bit bigger if they are too small. I can, yeah, I have to do some options here after we are done here.
An adventurer. Well, I suppose that is considered a valid calling in your native Eorzea. And it does indeed match the profile provided. You may enter.
Good morning, Sakura. No, like, we can definitely make this a little bit bigger.
And you, sir?
Yeah, yeah, no, I'm curious what he would say. Please.
Estinian Valino, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Oh, his name is Valino. And I mean, he is... I mean, yeah.
Formerly, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
if you'll allow me.
Fire! My beloved.
My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Yeah, she will. Like, I think they showed her in the new artist class, right? In the painter class. What is it called? Pictomancer? Yeah, Pictomancer. Which I do consider to play because, well, I need a paintbrush in my life and some colors. So I do think about changing to Pictomancer when the new expansion is coming out.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it.
No. Walking
But
is
while
going
I
great.
appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
Good.
I have every confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
I love your little sus. Ah.
Croyle, it is good to see you.
I bet.
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you all seem none the worse for wear.
I love her outfit, man. Her little cat hoodie. She is the greatest potato of all. Just saying. Hey, Sakura, yeah, walking is going well. We just started.
There is much
We
to
just
discuss,
started.
but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we?
And yes, Stinian is the gravel voice.
Oh!
With Tancred.
Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
I will remove
As
the
your
mask in a second.
mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
Yes, I will remove the hoodie and all that in a second, and then I will also make the, Oh, wow, it's, Ah, look at the burp! Look at the burp! Look at that burp! Had a little bit too much of a potato at last. Yeah, let me... First, let me... Can I remove the visor? No, the visor is with the hoodie. Okay, so visor is not a thing. Hoodie it is then. Oh well. I mean, it is literally called a fat chocobo. It's also a mount. Yes. Oh god, I have crystals to lick. Also let me get. Is it here? What would that be? Accessibility? No. Is it really the interface? I mean, can make the interface a little bit bigger. I don't like that this is going so big. I'm always getting like... Oof. I don't know about that. But I think that should help. What is that doing? Yeah, I think that does it. Wait, can I do this in... I definitely noticed that they are a little bit small. No, I think this is just... This doesn't really... the same thing with the subtitles, unfortunately. This is character configuration. Map font size, maybe? God, I love the music. Ah! Let's make the text a bit bigger. I think that should help. So then I could maybe... Actually, let me do... Alright. Yeah, what can I... let me see if I can get a pet out. I always forget where my pet thing is. I haven't played in 2.5 years. I've forgotten everything. Wonderful. Let's have Emmerich with us for now. Oh, that's a bit better to read. I'm glad I spotted your ship coming into port. The officers are born bureaucrats and sticklers for detail. In any case, you may relax and take a moment to get your land legs back. Awesome. Should we start to lick crystals? Let's have a look at the map. Oh boy. Big map. Not too bad though. Let's lick the main crystal. Let's lick the main crystal and then we can go back. But yeah, we just started. You haven't really missed much. Lick the crystal. Like the looks of it. Like the new design. Let me guess, we can still not use a mount in the city. That's one of the things I never liked. Oh, I could have just teleported back here. LOL. Also, I don't need my name. Yeah, thanks. I know my name. Oh yeah, we got new items. We definitely have to take a look at that. All right. I thought to launch directly into an explanation of what I've learned and how we might proceed. But this is Alana and Estinian's first time in Charlian, and for the rest of you, a homecoming that was long overdue. You must have places you wish to visit. Yeah! Like your mom and dad at home! After they disowned you. And people you are dying to see. Therefore, I propose we postpone our agenda so that you all may have sufficient time to recover from your journey and get your bearings in the city. Oh, okay, so we could have done the licking after this. Okay. Once you're settled in, we can reconvene at the Bardessian Annex. How does that sound? That's a fine suggestion. We will not be welcome at the Livier estate as such, but I should like to nose around the neighborhood all the same. I'm equally untethered, as it were. There is no particular place that my kin call home. Still, I would not pass up the opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city. Likewise, a quick tour of old haunts might even yield some useful gossip. The annex was west of the Aetherite Plaza, wasn't it? I shall join you there anon. Yes, we'll see you there. Oh boy, what's up? I, too, have places I would be remiss in not visiting forthwith. By their leave. Hi, Oriange! Thank God I don't have to read too much of your stuff. What of you, Estinian? My services as a guide are yours for the asking. That won't be necessary. To reconvene, I prefer to wander as the wind takes me. And the ale. But I could. Oh my, Kryl. Have you a little crush on Estinian? Hmm? Hmm? Well, Raha. Okay. Would you like to join us then? You've been gone for quite a while, and this would be the perfect way to refresh those dusty old memories of yours. Oh. Of course. If you will have me. Come, Selena. Charlian awaits. Well, let's go. First of all, we got new weapon, I guess. Boop. What do we got? We got. Mine is still better. Mine is still better, not by much, but we are still better. Okay. After you, my friend. I'm more than content to follow your lead. Grenadier is now accompanying you. Keep it at your side in order to proceed with your quest objectives. In the event you use the Ethernet, Grenadier will catch up to you as long as you remain in the same area. You can leave Grenadier behind, you monsters. However, by entering a different area, you may also speak to him and select the option to part ways. If you wish to have Grenadier accompanying you again, return and speak with him at the original location while Grenadier is accompanying you. Next, try speaking with Kryl. Hey girl! All set? Let us be on our way. Our first stop, amusingly enough, will be the last stand. It's a cafe on the west side on the harbor. Ooh. Kryl is also now accompanying you. Lead your two companions to the last stand and speak with Kryl at the designated location. While you are accompanied, you might encounter conversation points along the way which offer additional topics of discussion. This is new. Enter a glowing area, speak with your quest companions to initiate their bonus conversation. Enjoy exploring your surroundings together. I like that. There's a neat way of, like, moving people or the story forward, but if you want more, you can decide on your own if you want this or not. This is a great idea. Discuss the storage facility. With all the unusual wares coming and going at all hours, I expect the assistance of an interpret adventure would be highly appreciated. I see no reason why you couldn't undertake any task which pique your interest. You have been cleared by the immigration officers after all. I look forward to the day your name is celebrated in Charlie in the same way it is in Eorzea. Okay, this is the bank. Oh, Guild's Hunt. Okay. Well, that is pretty easy. I love the statue. The statue looks pretty neat. Ooh, you can go into the statue. That's pretty. That's really pretty. Nope. You cannot jump into the water. Wait, can I go into the statue? The scholar. Nope. Who are you? Einard? Oh, is that the cafe? Yeah, it is. And here we are, the last stand. I may have mentioned this before, but although our research into nutrition and food preparation is quite extensive, the average Charlian tends to regard seasoning and flavor with a certain indifference. Oh, so they are British. Okay, I understand. How can I put this? The food is, it's bland, so they are definitely British. As encapsulated by our infamous Arkan loaf, the prevailing sentiment towards cuisine is literary value first and taste a distant second. There was one pupil at the studium, however, who could stomach the school's insipid meals no longer, so he quit lessons and put all his savings into building a proper eatery. And so the last stand came to be. It is, as the name implies, the sole dedicated outpost of fine dining in Charlian, the one and only bastion of the culinary arts in an isle of otherwise mediocre fare. I seem to recall their burger being hailed as one of the more impressive items on the menu, not that I ever had the pleasure of eating one myself. Because they were a typical Charlian when it came to cheap and convenient, Raha. But surely, Tataru has since taught you how to appreciate a well-prepared dish. We should all stop in when time permits and sample the cafe's delight. Yes, we should! I'm hungry. Shall we press on? The stairs to the side of the cafe, they will take us up to the Aetherite Plaza. I would like to taste the burger from Dickon? Welcome to the last stand, as the final and some say only bastion of fine dining in Charlian. What do you got, dude? Okay. Okay. Lots of pixels. Lots of pixels. Huh? I like the patio look they're going here. I would definitely sit down here. 100%. Well, till I see the prizes. I'm good, I still have 3.7 million. I can probably buy something. Just so. I know it's not a lot in comparison to what other people have. Not even remotely. No! I wanna talk to Kryl. Let me talk to Kryl, thank you. An unusual shape, isn't it? I assure you, however, that it is perfectly functioning in Aetheryte. Remember to attune yourself before we move on. Well, I did that. Now, being the diligent tour guide that I am, I should make mention of the Confluence, a research facility located on this very plaza. Its much vaunted discoveries are the reason Charlian stands at the forefront of teleportation technology. In deciphering the underlying principles of elegant Aetherites, it allowed us to understand and reconstruct what was essentially a lost art. And off we go to our next destination. Our path leads northeast to the Agora, Charlian's largest marketplace. Really like the shape. God, that music. Okay, there's the market board. This is the market. I know how this all works. Yes. Apothecary, material vendor, retainer. It's all here. Well, the only thing which isn't here, where you can turn in your elegant stones and all that. I assume there will be another city at some point where you do that. So, we will see. Welcome to the Agora, where you can find wares made in Charlian, as well as a wide selection of imported goods. They also used to sell questionable prototypes from the various research institutes, but I think that practice has thankfully died out, for the most part. Otherwise, I can think of no better place to stock up for your next big adventure. Am I overselling it? Ahem. On a more serious note, the next stop on our tour is one which has particular relevance to our ultimate purpose here. Relevance. We must head back to the Aetherite Plaza, follow the path north, then climb the stairs up to that imposing building at the very top. I can do. God, I hope the graphics update will also, like, upgrade everything else to, like, 4K textures and whatnot. Like, it's sometimes a bit, old. I think I had this discussion back in the day with, I don't know if it was with a buddy of mine, about what type of cosmetics I'm running, right? And I'm always like, what do you mean? Yeah, what type of glamour are you using? The standard look? Wait, you're not doing glamour? No. Who are you? What are you? It's one of the game endgame aspects I have never touched in Final Fantasy XIV. The whole hunt for glamours. It's completely lost to me. I know. It's weird. This grand structure before you is the Rostra. The name refers to the original public platform erected here, upon which a forum of elected representatives would deliver operations and debate policy. Although the stage has since evolved into council chambers, the nature of the forum and the duties of its members remain largely unchanged. Mo hasn't reached the true endgame apparently. No! I'm always somebody who walks around in the standard oh look, it's tarts. You are in the way of my look to Kryl. Stop that. No? Yes. No, like I don't do glam. It's horrible. It's horrible. There's some nice glamour you were wearing there. Ah, I like your look, Starts. I cannot even really look at you because I'm talking to Cryer right now. I'm boring you, Raha. You seem awfully distracted. My apologies. From here, one can see the entire city spread out below. The vista put me in mind of my arrival in the first. Those who had gathered at the Crystal Tower asked me how they might go about building a new home. Yeah, let me look in a second here. My camera is locked. Naturally, my answers were all inspired by my knowledge of the finest settlement I could think of, the great city of Sharlayan. And bit by bit, those few buildings grew into a town, a community, the Crystarium. I could almost see its echo. I see. Feel free to come up here whenever you wish. I don't think the councillors would object to us simply enjoying the view. Such memories should be treasured. For now, however, the tour must go on. Our spectacle of sightseeing concludes with the fittingly named journey's end. Walk down the stairs to the east and continue straight ahead. Now look, now I can move again. Yeah, my camera was bound. That's look at that bling bling weapon. Look at that bling bling weapon. I think I had some bling bling weapons. Not anymore. I don't know anymore. I can't remember. I definitely had some glamour stuff. I don't. I always like kind of funny enough, I think that some of the bling bling weapons are a little bit too much. I like the ones like from A Realm Reborn and whatnot, like the weapon you could get by at Ifrit, or even in Heavensward when you have like the mechanical weapons which can move around when you draw them. I was like that. Like this, it's like, yeah, it's like, look at all the bling. It's a bit... Also, I feel like it doesn't. It's kind of weird. Ships, sci-fi stuff. But yeah. Wait. Also, bird! Look at that bird. You have a bird on your shoulder. Also, am I too close? Tots, am I too close? Tell me. Do I violate your personal space? Do you feel like violated right now? Huh? Huh? Wait. Oh, wait, can I... Wait, who am I waving to? I am missing so many emotes as well. I wave. I have Psychic? No, I have so many. I'm missing so many emotes. I'm missing so many emotes. I don't even... Didn't I have the... I don't even know. But thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate that. I have one fan You know, always when you have like content creators where they have like droves of people just standing there and be like, hey, welcome to this part of the game. I have one person at least. Thank you. I do appreciate that. You got me? Yes. Do you feel violated, Tots? How do you feel about your personal space? Tell me more about it. What's a burp? Burp. Burp. What space? Do you feel my breath? Wait. Ah, look at that, Roban. Hey, yeah, thank you, man. I do appreciate you stopping by. Let's continue. Yeah, by the way, for everyone who was watching, I will play this game on my own pace. There will be days where we'll not play, where we'll play something else, where we'll just do what I like. Like, just for everyone watching this. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Truly, thank you. I'm enjoying it already. I'm so glad to be back. Like, seriously. We arrived at Journey's End. History tells us that this was where those who put ashore with Archon Newcrep built their first homes. At the present days, it serves as a residential district for the most important officials and the oldest Charlian families. You see, the one mentioned is clearly larger than its neighbors. That estate belongs to our friends from House Livier. All things considered, we should probably keep our distance for the time being. And with that, we bring our little Charlian tour to a close. I hope it has proven to be an entertaining and enlightening experience. Yes! I mean, friend! Friend, good! Now, shall we head directly to the Badessian Annex? You remember the way, don't you, Raha? Let me think. We head down towards the harbor, across the bridge to our right, then follow the path below the Aetheryte Plaza. Correct. After you, Selena. Damn. Look at those little, like, shacks. Literally shacks. Right? And then you have the Livier mansion. And it's just, yo bitches, what's up? That's a mansion. And then you have the shacks. I would take a shack, by the way. This one, right? I think we can teleport there. I don't have that? No. Boop. Well, this is close enough. Oh, so is it snowing? Why the hell is it snowing? As the joyous look on Raha's face has undoubtedly informed you, this is a Baldessian annex. If you continue up the hill, you arrive on the doorstep of Phenomenon? But I think we explored enough for one day. We can take you there another time. Inside with you then. But I wanted to look at the... Okay. I'm back! And I've brought Zalana and Raha with me. Ah! You were right about the ship then. Hello, Raha. It's nice to see you again. Whomst? Whomst? And it's a pleasure to finally meet you, Zalana. I've heard many a tale of your exploits. Ojika? Ojika Tsunjika? Really? Ojika Tsunjika. That is a name. It has been an age. Allow me to introduce Ujika Sunjika. Great name. Administration Officer for the students of Pedesia. He oversees the day-to-day business of the annex. You may recall meeting his cousin, Ejika? I do not remember. Oh yes, Eureka. I have read the initial reports. Quite a shock to hear what's become of the Isle. Do take care of you if you have the opportunity to rejoin the expedition. This place is like a second home for the students. The Isle of Val served as our main headquarters, of course, but we often had occasions to visit Charlian. Whether to make use of the city's research facilities, attend conferences, or procure supplies from distant shores. And the annex here was built to provide lodgings for our members while we engaged in such activities. Ever since your former headquarters, along with the Isle itself, vanished, the annex has served as our base of operations. Vanished? That's a way to call a nuke. Sure. It vanished. Was going for cigarettes or catching milk or something like that. And yet it feels so empty with so many lost to us. Our organization is a shell of its former self. Man, they still haven't recovered in all those years. That's rough. The day will come when we see the students rise again. How old is Kryl at this point? How old is Kryl? Isn't she like in his 40s? She's in her 40s, right? How old is Kryl? I will not look it up. I will not look it up because if I'm going into a wiki, they have those little like Kryl was this and this age before she died. It's like what? Yeah, no, I'm not going there. I had no. Hey, yeah, isn't she in her 40s? Was she even older than that? But first, we must ensure that the Telophoroi fall. Through that door on the left there is the main hall, where we can discuss our options moving forward. Once everyone arrives at this, you probably have time to rest before our discussion begins in earnest. I've had private quarters prepared for you in the Andron, so please feel free to make yourself at home. Oh, we are finally going to sleep, huh? Ah, the nap rooms. Perfect for an afternoon doze. Graha, you really are a kitten. Oh, I didn't mean to give you the wrong impression. The chambers are quite well appointed. Far more so than some cheap roadside inn, you may be assured. 'Twas simply that we are often so busy with research, our exhausted form journeys abroad, that we would slip into the Andron just to steal a few winks. And thus they known amongst the students as nap rooms, even if many such naps might last well into the following morning. Say the word, and I'll be happy to show you to your chamber. Hopefully the others won't be too long in coming. I wait for you all in the main hall. Nice. Yeah, let's go nap. No, we can't. Rude. Yes. And before we do this, folks, I will take a super duper quick bio break because I have to go to the toilet, grab something to drink, then you and then we will continue this in earnest. So I'll be back in like 5 minutes. See you then. Gosh, I have returned. I'm so sorry. But, I'm recently like trying to take some actual breaks in streaming, you know, like having like an actual like 5 to 10 minute break, just to stretch, drink something, and all that. I try to make them more mandatory. Feeling refreshed and alert? Yes, actually. Glad that you are. See, even Kryler's asking how my break was gone. Our colleagues should be wandering in soon, so I should suggest we stay here and wait for them to join us. Ah, there's the rest.
Pray forgive me. I was delayed.
And your voice acted. Fantastic.
It's fine, Urianger. We're all here now.
Let's get down to business then, shall we?
I need
Come
money.
what may, we must prevent the Telophoroid's plans from coming to fruition.
Yeah, that okay.
At present, I see two paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal.
I thought she was going like, well, so I have this plan for getting up my my scholar thingy again, and I need a little bit of financial support. So I heard the Science of the Seven Dawns are loaded, and I thought like maybe you could like scheme in. No, yes.
The first involves an investigation into the change which has come over Sharlayan, not to mention the recent inscrutable behavior of the Forum.
So there is a bit of a spoiler here, and I will admit to be very much aware of that spoiler. The father of the Levier twins, the voice actor who was doing the voice acting, he became like a very well-known voice actor since Vampire, and he only does villain voices. He literally became the go-to villain voice actor in video games, or in a lot of video games. And so when I heard his voice, I was like, oh, okay. So basically it's not a spoiler, it's just like you hear the voice of that specific voice actor and you go, yeah, okay. I know that you are not the good guy. So I kind of have a clue what's going on here because of the voice actor. But that's the only thing I can like, not knowing. I'm knowing nothing, right? I have been on a completely media blackout with everything on this game. But yeah, the voice actor.
As most of you know, the 99 members of the Forum are elected from the general populace. This alone guarantees a plethora of opinion with regards to foreign policy. The bibliotheques, for example, are a group of conservatives which would have Sharlayan focus on recording history, while remaining entirely uninvolved in the making of it.
Ah.
And at the other extreme, we have advocates for proactive diplomacy and direct intervention. My grandfather Galef was one such member, as was Archon Louisois.
Okay.
Yet despite our diverse factions and philosophies, the recent vote to deny Eorzea's request for assistance was unanimous.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, right? When 99 people are all voting no thanks. Like, that's definitely... Huh?
Even more concerning was the fact that many cited other, more pressing duties as justification for their recalcitrance.
Well, there you have your word of the day. Recalcitrance. I have never heard that word in my life.
Fortuno's refusal in Gridania had those same undertones. 'Twas as if, having stared unblinking into the face of impending doom, he had simply turned away to pursue something more important. But what could that possibly be?
A mystery indeed, and one which I ask for your help to solve. Our future may depend on it. As for our second potential path, it concerns a request made directly to the students of Baldessian.
Huh?
Our organization was founded primarily to study strange and unexplained phenomena the world over. Mysterious relics and ruins, arcane disturbances, and so forth.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Compared to our more isolationist Charlian colleagues, we have strong connections overseas, namely with scholars and academics who share our passion for the unknown. The request in question comes from one such acquaintance, Nidana, an alchemist residing in distant Thavnair.
Huh.
Her missive describes the sudden appearance of a tower, and the subsequent summoning of what I can only assume is a lunar primal.
Oh boy. Oh, sorry.
In response to this threat, the satrap of Radzat-Han, the individual who governs the city-state, has instructed the alchemists to find a means to deal with the spire.
Ooh. Are we going to India?
The artisans of that land are heirs to an ancient tradition, one rather unlike that of their Uldan counterparts. 'Tis possible, nay, probable, that they have gleaned truths unattainable by Eorzea or her Far Eastern allies.
They do, in fact, appear to have a strategy in mind, though it will require further research. To that end, they have requested an introduction to a capable warrior shielded by the blessing of light.
Hey, that's me! Me! Pick me!
Assuming we divide our forces to pursue both of Kral's lines of inquiry, then having you join the group heading to Thavnair would seem the obvious choice.
I mean, yeah, how many do we have who are protected by the light and all that? Like...
But the investigation in Charlian is of vital importance as well. Equal, I think, to the Thavnarian one, given that the fate of the world may hinge on the results of both.
Yes, it is quite the quandary. Though it is a great imposition and an altogether too common one, our efforts would be more likely to succeed were you to lead the charge on both fronts.
Sure, no problem. I will just split up right here in the middle and then I do both things. No problem. Yeah. Oh god, I'm doing it.
You are indeed our champion. As to which task to tackle first,
I can't
we
say
will
no
defer
to
your
Kryl.
decision.
That's the problem.
Let us next decide how everyone else might best be assigned.
I can't say no to this potato face. I just can't.
As for myself, I shall continue what I've begun in Charlian. I should also like to steal the services of an Archon or two.
And thereby gain access to a greater range of reading material. I will help with that.
Allow me to offer my assistance. I have some small amount of experience in the field of research.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Alize and I would also like to help, if you would have us.
Nah, you got the sound. Like, what do you bring to the table?
Anything to understand even a fraction of what our father and the Forum might be thinking.
Of course, the more the merrier.
I had the pleasure to watch a friend of mine playing through Final Fantasy for the first time, right? And the amount of hatred she built up over the time against just against Alphino
The journey to Thavnair.
is fantastic. Like, the character development has been really great. Like, in the base game, and definitely Heavensward, Alphinaud was basically down there in hell. And now Alphinaud is like, yeah, it's alright. It's alright.
Thoughts? Objections?
I passed through Thavnir on my way to infiltrate the Empire, and though I'm not qualified to give a guided tour, I did gain a sense of where things lie.
I'll be happy to have you along then. So for this group, it will be you, me, and Urianger.
Ooh. The three dads.
Give me a moment afterwards, and I'll supply you with all the details of Nadana's request. Consider this hall our rendezvous point once our respective tasks are complete. May our investigations prove fruitful.
Okay. I assume we can now choose what we want to do. Nodders. Dun, dun. Nice. What do we got here? Open. Yeah, I have better equipment right now, so this doesn't really. How's this look? Huh? Huh? That's alright. That's alright. So. Huh? Sharlayan. Very Sharlayan. Oh right, we can now decide. You know what? I want some adventure. I want some action. Amra Lassi. A blend of yogurt and spices. Yes. To India. I have Cried's instructions in hand. If we're ready to set out, then so are we. Having to be in Thavnir before, I can travel by Aetheryte, but what of the rest of you? Another sea voyage would waste time we do not have. Cried was of the same mind and has already secured the aid of the good folk of the Confluence. We'll take ourselves there. Uh-oh. The Confluence, thou sayest? I'm afraid so, my friend. Excuse me? Thou wilt recall the hunt for Iceheart, under whose sanctuary we delivered thee owning to the knowledge of the comrade Moonbreeder. Oh no. Why do you have to bring her up? Moonbreeder was an authority on aetherology, a field of study she did embark upon in pursuit of the parents' example. Both are authorities in their own right, and both are researchers at the Confluence. Am you going to see them yet? Oh no! Oh no! I attempted to do so earlier, but to my shame, my courage failed me at the last. Oh. Oh, that's not good. As it have the time, many times I thought to reach out to them after sending that fateful letter. Neither time nor introspection have revealed unto me the words I should speak, and thus I have kept my silence. Oh boy. Whether you come with us or no is your choice and yours alone. It is too difficult, we'll manage. Thou art kind to say so, but I have no intentions of forsaking our cause. I shall go to the confluence, and I shall face that which have long been overdue. Yeah. If it is settled, then let us be off. When we arrive, we should look for a researcher named Kite. Oh, this will be an awkward conversation. It's like, hey, mom, dad, remember your daughter you sent out to me, which I was supposed to protect and all that, and I also had a huge crush on and all that, and she died under my vigil, and everything is shit, and good to see you after so many years. I mean, it has been, what, 3 years in game? 4 years? There we go. Hi, Kite. Take a hike. No. How rude. Well now, this is a rather lot of stern faces. Are my library books overdue again? Not to our knowledge. We are associates of Kryl, the students of Baldessian. We seek passage to Thavnir and understand that you can assist us. Ah, the test subjects. Welcome, welcome. The what now? Test subjects. Oh, you hadn't heard? Well then, allow me to explain. Oh boy. So in order to travel to an aetheryte, you ordinarily need to be attuned to it beforehand. Otherwise, you can't use it as a beacon to seek out while you are a mass of ether hurtling along the livestream. Yes. An inconvenient, but incontrovertibly limitation of aetheryte teleportation. But what if we were to tell you that there was a way to travel to an aetheryte without being attuned to it? Oh boy. A way to teleport instantly to places you have never been. For long years we have been labored to make such a travel possible, that people might move about more freely. And we have finally done it. We have created a new kind of aetheryte that doesn't require attunement. Truly, that changes everything. Well, my language may have been a bit misleading. The user need to attune to these aetherytes, but the aetherytes themselves must have been pre-attuned to each other, thereby facilitating travel between the 2 points. Oh, but it just so happens that of our first test pair of aetherytes, one has been installed here in Sharlayan and the other over in Yidlimat, a port town in Thavnir. As you might know, our nation has long maintained strong ties with Radzatan, and indeed, we owe much of his breakthrough to the contribution of the alchemists. So to sum it up, we are to test these aetherytes? How fortuitous for you. I should mention that an accident has impaired my ability to channel ether. Would this be a problem? Not at all. As a matter of fact, you might say these aetherytes were made for people like you, good self. The magics imbued within will whisk you away without any effort on your part. Huh, how convenient. A veritable dream come true. And far be it from me to worry about such things, but do we have permission to make use of your shiny new invention? The only permission required is yours, so assuming you are willing, we are all set. Yeah, because why do I have a feeling she is missing out like a small little very important detail when this fails, that we all die? It may come as a surprise, but we actually struggle to find test subjects. Most people seem to have an unreasonable fear of their souls gradually disintegrating as they writhed helplessly in the livestream, in the statistically unlikely event that something goes awry. But it's plain that you aren't most people. Mr. Skryl truly knows how to pick him. If I may change the subject, our Master Wolfson and Mistress Blowweeder, not present today. Oh, you didn't hear? They have recently resigned their posts. Their expertise was needed elsewhere. A large-scale project helmed by the Forum itself, as I understand, but I'm not privy to the details. Uh-oh. I see. Any other questions? No? Then let's get going before you change your minds. Please see to your preparations and head outside to the Aetheryte Plaza. I'll be along shortly. This is all a bit sus. I don't know, chat.
Right, we're all set.
Oh boy.
Just the four of you, was it?
Just.
3. I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavnir.
You are? Oh. I would have preferred more test subjects.
And I'm pretty sure Estinian would have been obliged to help you out.
Oh, well, never mind. If our 3 travelers could line up here, please.
Not. And thus ended our hero story.
Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether.
Bye.
Oh, and one last thing.
What?
You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good luck!
Oh, good. Thanks for that warning.
What?
And they reappear and go. Brrr. Okay, that's where we are. And that's where we go.
Thavnir, home to city-state Rads at Han.
That's pretty.
Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between 2 peoples.
Oh.
Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy. Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay. For a time.
Huh. There's the tower. Hey! We did it!
Now across this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have? What chance? Against such an insidious foe.
Man, this is a vibrant place. I love it. Thavnia. Isabad? This is amazing. Oh God.
I've seen fairer faces after a bout of bad shellfish. Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
Oh yes, please. Something with yogurt.
There was a note with Kryle's instructions.
What?
Don't let Estinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
I will not stop him. I'm literally puking over here. You managed to will yourself to your feet, but given your condition, will you be able to reach Estinian in time? Well, but if you are like really sick, I could see this being a thing. Oh boy. Like if it really like is just like being seasick. It doesn't have to be your ether, but like your ether, like he has still ether in his body, right? So if the ether flow in his body is affected by it, he can still get affected by it technically. No, Estinian! You there, I need 3 drinks, something that helps with ether sickness. By the Manjuir, a traveler! I mean, greetings and welcome. You're wise, good sir, to come to me, my special Umbral lassie, made with only the finest and freshest ingredients, is famed for calming unruly bellies. Also, elephant people. By way of warm welcome to Thavnia, I'm pleased to offer it to you for the low price of 19,800 gil. For not 1, but 2, but 3 bottles. A bargain amongst bargains. Estinian, no. The price is high road robbery, and you want to say as much to Estinian, but you realize any words of warning you cry out would be accompanied by a last meal. You must stand before Estinian using gestures, deny that the deal is fair. Deny. No, Estinian. I thought you could barely stand. What do you need to tell me that is so urgent? Wait, I shouldn't buy the lassie? This merchant is swindling me? Ah! Sincerest apologies, sir, but I appear to have my prices confused. It's actually 1,890 gil for 3 bottles of lassie. Well, you see, that sounds a bit better. That confusion would have been quite costly for both of us. Very well then, your coin. Here, a bottle for each of you. Take them to the others and get some rest. And, Estinian, give me the coin. Give me your coin. I'll be back after I explore the town. Without the coin! My god. You're as bad at spending as my ex. And puked again. Oh yeah, see, I wanted to say this earlier. I am so glad that what's his face is the narrator of Endwalker. Why am I blinking on the name? I'm so bad with names every time. Damn it. What's his name? The crazy part is I have his actual name in my head. What's his name? What's his name? Damn it, chat, help me out here. Don't let me hanging like that. Damn it. Now I have to Google it. Emmett Selk. There we go. I love that Emmett Selk is the narrator of Endwalker. I don't know why. Like, sometimes, like, here's the thing. I know all the names of Final Fantasy XIV, I know all the characters, but sometimes I'm just blanking on names, man. It's the same thing, like, even with the twins. I'm like, yeah, Alize and oh shit. Blue Alize. Right? Like, it's sometimes I just sometimes have that. And the other way around. Then it's Alfino. I'm like, yeah, Alfino, yeah. And his sister. Oh shit. I think it's horrible. It's horrible. Oh yeah. Like I love that Emmett Selk is the narrator. He's, man, I still believe that Emmett Selk is one of the best villains, if not even the best villain in all Final Fantasy games. Period. He was the first, I think he was the first villain which had this, I kinda understand him. Like, you know how they always have those villains where you're just like, oh yeah, you were evil. Like, they tried this a little bit with Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII, but in the end, Sephiroth is still psychopath, right? And you're like, yeah, he's evil. He is evil. But Emmett Selk is this... You can see that he had a life, he has a personality beyond just being an edgelord, and the hate he has for you and your kind is based all on reasons. And the question they ultimately asked in Shadowbringers was, would you do the same thing in his position? Right. I think there was like a really profound question for a villain. Like, would you do the same thing in the end like he does if you would be in his position? Right, I'm ready to get on with it. That lassie truly worked wonders. I would not say no to that right now. Back on your feet, I see. Stinian. Thy hair. Oh my. I have bound it. It's the most I could do against this heat short of shedding my armor. May I ask where you got the cord for it? Oh no. Oh no. A local vendor. The man said it's a Thanarian weave, though and not easily unraveled. And how much did it cost? Also, by the way, that's Sax. 9,400 Jill? A steal, I was told. There's nothing fancy, but I always valued function over form. Oh my god, Estinian! Can somebody please explain him numbers and money? I know he never had to think about that before. Like, oh, dude, you're bankrupting us. Oof. That's incredible. I dare say not even Alphinaud could hold a candle to you. It's not uncommon for merchants to set up their prices high, but doesn't it seem excessive here? I'm inclined to agree with thine assessment. It doth seem excessive, unusually so. Claiming Fafnir as its dominion, the nation of Rats-et-Han hath long thrived as a hub of commerce. Yeah, shouldn't they, like, swim money? In the beginning, they were the Akosadara, a Matanage tribe indigenous to the island. Also the elephant people. Over time, they came to be joined by other races, and though their intermingling a culture rich and distinct did emerge. From alchemy to textile, the products of Hainish culture have come to be celebrated and coveted the world over, a development only aided by the nation's prime location as a way point betwixt East and West. All of this have combined to make a trading power of Rats-et-Han, yet such a status cannot be taken for granted. Nay, it must needs be maintained through judicious governance and stringent regulations, neither of which I see any evidence, given that merchants at a gateway town are free to fleece helpless travelers and tarnish the reputation of the nation at large. Just so, that opportunistic pricing is rampant doth suggest that oversight is much weakened, or mayhap that the people have fallen upon hard times. Whatever the truth may be, it would be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs. It's not a good sign, at least. Prudent and practical, aye. We have not to lose by learning more. So, here we seek out Kryle's acquaintance, shall we see what information we can gather here in Yildimat. Excellent. We didn't exactly get off to a flying start, but we'll make up for it. Dun. Hey, we're close to a level up. Oh no. Oh no. I will not do it. I will not do it, chat. I have to look for ether rights again, right? Yeah, ain't gonna happen. Right, let us split up and make inquiries in town. Zelena, the pier is yours. Once we've learned what we can, we regroup by the etherite of off-putting though the mere sight of it may be. I mean, I'm still licking them. I already licked my etherite. Yeah, I will not look for the ether conduit thingies. I have never done that. It's pretty. I love the boats. Look at those little boats, man. Very colorful. They look pretty. Crate of fruit. The crate is laden with fruits, but they are on the verge of spoiling, as if they have been left too long. Oh. Oh, that's not good. Ooh, look at that thing. Is that a party boat? Gazing out from the pier, you spy boats moored off nearby isles with the silhouette of larger seafaring vessels farther away. Compared to other ports you have visited in the past, there appears to be very little activity. Okay, so yeah, it seems like there's not much. God, look at this. Pretty. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a lot of trade. What am I doing? Oh, recording my sales. Still do it daily out of habit, though I don't know why I bother. Hardly sell anything these days. Business has never been this terrible, but I suppose things could have been worse. I could have a consortium to keep afloat like Kazal. I don't envy his position. Better to be alone with my little operation, I've come to realize. You're a traveler, by the looks of you. If you have a moment, perhaps you could pay Kazal a visit. He'd be glad for tidings from abroad. Like as not, you find him at the Saltwind Sails, the Harbor Guild building across the water from here. This thing? I mean, it's pretty big. Well, no, if it isn't a traveler. You're a rare sight in these unsettled times. People have been giving us a wide berth since that accursed tower suddenly appeared in Narinir. If it just stood there and loomed ominously, perhaps things would have been fine after a fashion. But no, it had to spawn fell fiends as well. We serve our lives thanks to the Radiant Host, but business is as good as dead. What'll become of us only the gods know. Oh, so that's the problem? So the tower is basically killing off all the trading in this area. That's no good. The Messians aren't coming? We've already have everything they ordered. What are we supposed to do with it? I don't know, but yelling at me isn't going to help. All I know is that their plans have changed. And that's that. That music. Look, you must have known this might happen. The Empire is at war with itself, and the provinces are in chaos. Chaos! And then there's the tower sitting on our doorstep, spitting out monstrosities. The city has its defenses, But we've been afforded no protection out here. We can blame foreigners for not wanting to take the risk. Yeah! But this would be an enormous loss! Alright, forget about the Messians. Surely some ships are still coming. We have fresh produce, handicrafts, medicine, all the perennial Hannish favorites. Our consortium works closely with merchants and artisans to supply only the finest wares. Quality is guaranteed. I know all these things, Kazal. I do. Which is why I regret to say I have nothing for you. All voyages have been cancelled or indefinitely postponed. And you are? Wait. You're a foreigner, aren't you not? A merchant? Please tell me you were a merchant. I deal in death? Does that count? Can we make this work? I see. That's a shame. I'm sorry, but we are discussing important matters. If you need something, please talk to one of the others. Rude. Excuse me? My name is Matsya, and I'm here to see Kazal. Oh, it seems he's busy. I come back later then. Aww. Weird. Better follow him, talk to him. Hi? Yes. Can I help you? Ah, I remember seeing you back in the guild. You wanted to speak with Kazal too, did you? I'm Matsya, a fisherman of Akiali, a nearby village. I sent my catch to Kazal, who offers it for foreign merchants, but he hasn't bought anything for a while now. When I heard that the consortium has been struggling, I became worried and decided to come and see him. Just as soon as he is free anyway. He's a hard-working man. I dare not disturb him. Yeah. If I may ask, what is it that you do? I'm an adventurer. I'm murdering things. An adventurer, you say? And you travel the world helping people? That must mean you are great at dealing with strangers. Please, won't you teach me to be like you? You see, I brought some fresh fish with me. The portion I couldn't preserve. And I want to sell them. The problem is, I'm terrible with people. I've ever only dealt with Kazal, and I can't talk to customers without getting my trunk in a twist. Well, you're talking to me quite well. You have been biting up my ears. Eating up my ears? Biting up my ears? You know, the expression. So please, as silly as it might sound, will you not peddle the fish in my stead and show me how it's done? And the hero of Eorzea has arrived, peddling fish. Which is a problem, because we all know the fish is not fresh. If you're willing, please let me know, and we can begin at once. The events to follow cannot be skipped. You might wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Oh! Wow. Okay, that's important. Well, nonetheless, it is so important that we are continuing this tomorrow. Folks, it has been a pleasure. I'm really glad to be back. I'm enjoying this, even though we haven't really done so much so far. I think we didn't have a single fight. A little bit rusty on the reading. I have to get used to that again. But thank you everyone for watching. We will continue this, of course, tomorrow. Same time, same place. If you're watching this on YouTube, please, if you enjoy this, don't forget to leave a like and also subscribe to the channel if you want to see more playthroughs in the future. Not just Final Fantasy. I know that the Final Fantasy crowd is very focused on only Final Fantasy. But believe it or not, we're also doing other things here. Also very important to note, the Summer Game Fest is coming up in the next few days. The big one is starting on Friday, and then it will go till Monday evening, and there will be a lot of streams of that. Like, a lot. There's also the Steam Next Fest, also I think starting on Friday, if I'm not completely wrong. Which will mean we will also check out some Steam demos. It will be a crazy week. It will be a crazy week when it comes to streaming hours and content, which I will post on my YouTube channels. So look out for that. With that said, again, thank you so much for watching, folks. I will be back tomorrow with Mole in the morning and your gaming news. And then this. With that said, have a good one. Stay safe. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Ka-ching!